Where is it? Say hi. We'll put out a call for him. Niall Muldoon. No, still. Does anybody know? We'll go and find it. Because we need him here. Okay, you did collect the sound things, did you? Yeah? Okay. Brandon Cosby. Sorry, Brandon Cosby. Somebody did say to me that he wasn't coming, so I just want to make sure.
There he is, sir.
Who's that? Niall? Yes? Come on! Here, I'll send you home. Great, thank you. Okay, Brandon Cosby. Sorry, there's a couple more. Patricia Ann Hamilton. Patricia Hamilton, seat A1423. Patricia Ann Hamilton. Nope. Okay, not here. Teresa Marie Ward. Seat A0125. Teresa Marie Ward. Nope. Maria Dunn. Maria, seat A0129. No. Okay. If any of those other people come in, names that I've called out, please ask them to make sure they speak either to me or one of the staff, because we're going to take their names off the script, so we need to make sure they are here. Okay, that's it for me. Just finally, huge congratulations again to all of our graduates this afternoon. It's lovely to see you all here and all looking so happy and smiling, and I'm sure that the families are so proud of you. I hope you have a very enjoyable ceremony with us this afternoon, and it makes a very momentous occasion for you. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
like the bigger ones. I think they're the same.
Oh, I like
So,
the pink.
aye, that one there.
Yeah, or else the one around the corner.
Yes, that's nice too.
And he's on the other side.
There's 5. I took pictures of them.
Was there 5 over there as well?
He has a balance.
I have
2 wee ones.
the practice time.
I'll have to. I can only put one down at a time though, because I'll have a child. Put them on the tree and stuff. I know. I like that one there with the ivy on it. Yeah, I like that one there.
Looks like a bright pink.
declare open this graduation ceremony. Please be seated. Friends, colleagues, and most importantly, graduating students, welcome to Ulster University's graduation ceremony. I'd like to begin with a single word. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Absolutely amazing achievement, and I think we'll start as we mean to go on and give you a round of applause. Future rounds of applause can include cheering and shouting and whistling. We certainly meant to. Thank you. This is truly a wonderful occasion for each of you. As individuals, today marks a fantastic personal milestone, the culmination of years of hard work and determination. I'm sure at times it has been demanding and challenging, but you can take great pride in your efforts, in your commitment, and ultimately in your success in completing your course and being here today. You've not come on your academic journey alone. Just look around you. You are surrounded by all of those who have played an important part. Your classmates with whom you have learned, shared ideas, discussed and debated, and with whom I'm sure you have forged the deepest and enduring friendships. The university staff, lecturers, technicians and professional services teams who are all represented here and have contributed to your experience at Ulster University. We are thrilled with your success. For many of you, however, the most important people to have come with you on your journey are your friends and family. You're graduating today as a daughter or a son, perhaps a sister or a brother, husband or wife, a grandchild, a childhood friend. You're a source of deep pride to those closest to you. And those people will, I have no doubt, have been a source of great support to you in many ways over the course of your study. We're honoured to have so many of you here today, so many family and friends, to enjoy and celebrate with us. What I'd like to do, a little tradition we have now, is we ask the graduands to stand, turn and see your family and give them a round of applause to say thank you for all the support. So, it's a genuine pleasure to be here with you and to be taking part in this ceremony. As university educators, our very purpose is to ensure that our students develop the knowledge and skills needed to take the next steps in their life and in their careers. One measure of that success is, of course, the qualification you will receive today. But harder to measure, but just as important to us at Ulster University, is the ambition we foster, the self-belief we develop, and the hope and potential that is so evident in you all today. And whether you realise it or not, the hope and potential that you represent is particularly poignant this year. Many of you are graduating during these centenaries were born in 1998, the year of the Good Friday or Belfast agreements. You are children of that time. And you represent the first post-Troubles generation and encapsulate the new dawn of politics and society here. And whilst we may not have seen political progress as many of us would have liked in recent times, your progress, your personal progress, reminds us of that hope from 21 years ago and is a wonderful illustration of the potential being realised. And it's just a start. Over the past few years, you have read, researched, worked on assignments, revised for exams, and everything in between, and you have gained skills and knowledge. Not only academic knowledge, but knowledge of yourself and of your ambitions and your dreams. And there's a well-known saying that knowledge is power. But actually, what you do with that knowledge is equally, if not more importantly, even more powerful. And of course, that knowledge you have and those dreams you have developed will be varied, and they'll be very individual. So take optimism and confidence of today, remember every effort that it took to get here, and use all those things to go out and do whatever it is you want to do next. Walt Disney said, all of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And we at Ulster University will be with you as you do. We will remain some of your biggest champions and proudest supporters, and we will continue to provide you with the opportunities to stay involved with the university. So although many of you may be leaving Ulster University campuses today, you are not leaving the Ulster University family. Instead, you are joining a welcoming, vibrant and very active alumni community which represents more than 200,000 graduates spread all over the world. I'd encourage you to stay in touch, because remaining in contact to us is important for another reason, because seeing is believing. Each of you are an inspiration to those who will come after you. And whether you realize it or not, you leave behind for them a legacy of success and accomplishment that will empower them and their ability to achieve. At Ulster, we take great pride in being a civic university. This means we are unequivocal and unapologetic about our responsibility to raise ambition and transform lives, both inside and outside our campus boundaries. You are an essential part of that. You have the ability and to have a real and positive impact, both in your careers and society as a whole. There's a world-renowned conservationist called Dr. Jane Goodall, and she said, "You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make." I trust that your time at Ulster has helped give you the knowledge, the skills, the confidence, the support networks, and the belief to make a positive difference. 22 years ago, there was another seminal moment, the publication of the first Harry Potter book. That was the worst laugh, actually, for the whole. That was meant to be just slightly funny. That's as good as my jokes get, I'm afraid. So, I expect many of you read it or seen the movies, and there's much to inspire us in J.K. Rowling's words, but there's one sentence I would just like to read to you today, which I think is particularly appropriate. "We do not need magic to transform the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already." At Ulster University, we are proud to have played our part in giving you that knowledge, that power. So on behalf of Ulster University community, congratulations, and please go out and transform the world. Thank you. I now call on Professor Armstrong to present Surinder K. Gupta for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. It is my privilege to introduce to you Suren Gupta. Suren is an influential global business leader who truly demonstrates transformational leadership. Through a range of dynamic executive roles, primarily involving business transformation and a focus on continuous learning and development, Suren has held an executive vice president role at Allstate Insurance Company since 2011 and has ensured a substantial presence and legacy within Northern Ireland. Suren was born and educated in India and initially completed an undergraduate and master's degree in computer science and applied physics. His advanced graduate research led to a life-changing invitation to present at an international conference in the US. The presentation and research insights must have been good, and Suren was offered a sponsored place on a master's programme at West Virginia University and later completed an MBA in finance at George Mason University and an advanced management programme at Harvard Business School. Always one to see the value of being able to diversify one's skill set and utilise all opportunities to learn, and in his words, stay relevant. Suren's career has focused on this ability to combine technology with business acumen. In his current role as Executive Vice President within Allstate Technology and Strategic Ventures, Suren leads a global organisation delivering innovative and transformational solutions. Previously, he was Executive Vice President and Group Chief Financial Officer at Wells Fargo. But in his own words, he will say that he was fortunate and he was offered some diverse roles at an early stage. Through this dynamic career that is underlined by business transformation and the ability to engender a shared vision within organisations, we see the impact firsthand within Northern Ireland. Suren has demonstrated an unstinting commitment to growing the scale, diversity, global reach and innovation at Allstate Northern Ireland. From an initial investment creating 250 jobs in Belfast, the company has grown to become one of Northern Ireland's most significant employers, with a workforce of nearly 2,500 in 3 centres. In making this investment, Suren has ensured that Allstate Northern Ireland occupies a pivotal position in the corporation's global operations. The Allstate 6-storey building close to Lanyon Place and the city centre has created an inspirational working space fit for a world-class technology organisation. His vision for Allstate Northern Ireland extends beyond increasing scale and reach, and he is committed to implementing a progressive research agenda, personally initiating a series of collaborations with the university. Suren has visited Northern Ireland many times and describes it as his second home and the gem in the crown for Allstate. He has worked with government, having worked closely with the main political parties and personalities, Invest Northern Ireland and the local universities, and continues to profile the strength of Northern Ireland as a location for foreign direct investment. Suren continues to place a strong focus on the talented graduate pipeline in Northern Ireland, with Ulster University being the largest provider of graduates to Allstate in Northern Ireland, from an increasing range of disciplines across the faculties. For those that know Suren well and have worked closely with this exceptional business leader, the same themes emerge in a range of contacts. This is a leader who has managed to retain his humility and original desire for learning and staying relevant. In addition to this sense of constantly wanting to learn more and adapt, he demonstrates an incredible sense of ambition, both for his organisation and for the regions in which it operates. This sense of ambition and personal commitment is evident in the values within Allstate at the current time. And perhaps the values of ensuring agility with purpose, valuing each other, and leaving things better than you found it are evident in the case of Suren. In the words of C.S. Lewis, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. In the case of Suren, we may not have saw the final ending and impact just yet. Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present Suren Gupta for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Surinder K. Gupta, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. I'd now like to call upon Professor Durkin, Executive Dean of the Ulster University Business School, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Applied Finance, Ross Daniel Davidson. Adam Mark Edgar. Aaron Daniel Pattison. The degree of Master of Science in Executive Leadership, Lewis Charles Murray. The degree of Master of Science in International Event Management, Tarina Conlon. Natasha Deborah Lowe. The Graduate Diploma in Accounting, Emer Donaghy. Callum William Thomas Duncan. Rachel McPeak. Cicely Eleanor O'Dowd Lewis. Rachel Shaw. Peter Andrew Stewart. Naomi Ann Cameron. Aaron Cullen. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Conal McCambridge. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Accounting Studies and Diploma in International Academic Studies, James Henry. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Diploma in Professional Practice, Conor Johnston. Anya Kelly. Rachel Grace McNeil. Emmett Meehan. Niall Muldoon. Kaylee Spears. Shioda Woods. Patrick Coogan. Dara Gallagher. Philip William Stephen Matthews. Georgia McCourt. Natalie McManus. Niamh O'Hanlon. Dolly Sonny. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics and Diploma in Professional Practice, Aaron Joseph Goldring. Dara Miller. Tiffany Logue. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Accounting Studies and Diploma in Professional Practice, Owen McKillop. Conor McKendry. Conor Small. Cassie Fitzpatrick. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Marketing and Diploma in Professional Practice, Stefano Angelone. John Collins. Andrew Monteith. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Culinary Arts Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Gemma Austin. Luke James Faulkner. Grace Carolyn Hines. Niall McLaughlin. Annie Gologly. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics and Diploma in Professional Practice, Maeve Mulvenna. Michael Murray. Rebecca Ann Gray. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics with Finance and Diploma in Professional Practice, Carl Eccles. Lucas Levy. Sheehan McComiskey. Andrew James Reeves. Catherine Jane Allen. Natasha Chow. Patrick Clark. Matthew Cullen. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Finance and Investment Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Ella Gormley. Keelan Haughey. Ross Paul Hegarty. Michael Francis McAvoy. Hayden McGurk. Julie Breen. Teresa Digby. Amy Claire Lockery. Ben McDonnell. Niamh McGarrity. Oisin McGivern. Jack McKibben. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Shauna Elizabeth Devlin. Caroline Rogers. Leona Daly. Amy Gilchrist. Rachel Harrison. Daniel Lawkins. Sarah McGuinness. Michael McAllister. Lauren Montgomery. Cheryl Presho. Sasha Riley. Alana Scott. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Accounting Studies and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Stephen William Sharkey. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Culinary Arts Management and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Rachel Jane Wallace. Anna McElroy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics with Finance and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Gareth Gaffney Flynn. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management and Diploma in Professional Practice International, Niall David Beattie. Lee Courtney. Adele Cullen. Christopher Devlin. James Gibson. Taylor Marie Stewart. Sarah Carlin. Lauren Dara. Anna McElroy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting, Zi Kan. Rebecca Farrell. Stephen Fagan. Richard Hill. Laura Hughes. Kunhao Lee. Jamie William McCurdy. Tammy Louise Montgomery. Louise Orr. Andrew Weisner. Connor Cameron. Mark Cassidy. Glenn Christie. Daniel Joseph Charles Conlon. Stephen Giles. Andrew Gilfillan. Holly Gowdy. Andrew Henderson. Julie Irene Johnston. Colleen McCann. Tiernan Russell. Ryan Joseph Sullivan. Dylan Woods. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Law, Tony Halliday. Faith Lauren Minari. Ashley Grace McCracken. Rachel McGivern. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Management, Gemma Johnston. Bernadette Catherine Boswell. Tiernan Hampsey. Mark Mary Charles Loughlin. Sean Toner. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting with Finance, Patricia Jacek. Stuart Thomas McKinley. Cormac Michael Clark. Tracy McKinney. Lisa Spencer. Colin Joseph Thompson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics, Sophia Gaston. Johnny Bell. Dylan Gilbert. Joshua Jordan. Alex Mackey. Thomas O'Callaghan. Michael Keane. Sean Peter Quinn. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Accounting Studies, Nathan John Conway. Graham Ryan Irvine. Rhys Gilmore. Sean Kelly. Ellie Knox. Daniel Leeming. Kiva McGarvey. David McKeeman. Rachel Nevin. Connor Winchester. Keelan Doherty. Niamh Matthews. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Marketing, Aoife Cahill. Anthony Campbell. Aidan Dunn. Michael McGurr. Adam McDade. Abdul Mubin. Stephen Walker. Joe McMahon. Michael McCullen. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Culinary Arts Management, Ronan Barr. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Customer Contact Management, Brent Christopher Boxley. Anne Edith Johnson. Sarah Tucker. Luke Radford. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Customer Contact Planning and Management, Richard Cruikshank. Ian McKeever. Teresa Chada. Lee O'Kane. John James White. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics, Jessica Patricia McConaughey. David Alexander Mondarian Alvarado. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics with Finance, Holly McAteer. Kyle Thompson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Finance and Investment Management, Conor Campbell. Henry Cleary. Ryan Mallon. Dylan James McComb. Sean Mark Patterson. James White. Gary Donnelly. Megan Mathers. Patrick Maxwell. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management, Sarah Campbell. Justina Gadek. Leva Kayuste. Rachel Dorothy Martin. Victoria McConnell. Danny McDade. Francesca Ringro. Matthew Adams. Gedas Beligas. Orla Miri Bring. Shannon Davey. Gareth Devlin. Martin McCann. Amy McKinless. Kieran McNally. Darren Orr. Grace O'Connor. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management Practice, Patrick Anthony Hunt. Carmel Julia Prenderville-Timmins. Daniel Martin Wynne. Thomas Ash. Alex Begley. Ledelian Tavares dos Anjos. Anthony Joseph Green. Roy Hawthorne. Carl Andrew Woods. Andrew Murray. The Advanced Diploma in Management Practice, Scott John Kennedy. Donald Joseph O'Dwyer. John James Quill. The Advanced Diploma in Managing the Customer Contact, Gary Paul Armistead. Joanne Hutchinson. Nicole Mary Murphy. Jennifer Claire Nicholson. Michelle Petch. Louise Rowley. Nicole Slassor. Paul Simon Bone. Michael Dickinson. The Advanced Diploma in Money Advice Practice, Angela Blair. Niamh Mairead Buckley. Marie Clark. Margaret Deegan. Eamon Robert Foley. Nicola Joanne Kelleher. Fiona Mary Lapthorne. Kathleen Patricia Lennon. Michelle Maria Lyons Mulher. Deirdre Ann McCaffrey. Katrina Ann McLaughlin. Pauline Marie McNamara. Anne Marie McNulty. Patricia Murray. Martin O'Brien. Joseph Donald O'Callaghan. Anne O'Meara. Claire Marie Smith. Linda Marie Stacey. Anna Wall. Elizabeth Ann Wilson. The Advanced Diploma in Social Enterprise, Laura Ashley McCourt. Catherine Bridget Agnew. Cara Elizabeth Clark. Brona Flynn. Kirsty King. David Montgomery. Eileen Mary Wilson. Kieran Brady. Alberta Riley. The Advanced Certificate in Management Practice, Michael Felipe Bossonet. Margaret Geraldine Clapham. Orla Dunlea. Anne Gallagher. Marie-Therese Keegan. Paddy McGrath. Ray Beth Moore. Rosemary Ryan. Andrew Cummins. John Jared Daly. Katrina Louise Graydon. Emer Danae Kelly. James Patrick McKee. Orla Mary O'Duffy. Tristan Donald Albie Shields. Valentino Dalmarish. Eliarna de Oliveira Santos. Vicky Kurnesh Yasifovar. The Advanced Certificate in Social Enterprise, Helen Crickard. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Ulster University Business School.
Thank you, Professor Durkin, for presenting candidates. It is my pleasure now to present the First Trust Bank Convocation Student of the Year Award for 2019. This award is made to a student in recognition of significant personal achievement or a substantial contribution to the life of the university, its students, or the community. I invite James Gibson, a graduate from Ulster University Business School, to receive the award. I didn't say the important bit, which is James. I present to you the First Trust Bank Convocation Student of the Year Award 2019. So you disappeared off, but... I'd now like to call upon our honorary graduate, Dr. Gupta, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
Vice Chancellor, members of the Council and Senate, graduates and recipient of awards, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Professor Armstrong, for those kind words and that introduction earlier today. Thank you, Ulster University. I'm deeply honored and profoundly touched by your recognition. I'll be brief as I can be, on the grounds that nobody actually left a graduation ceremony saying the speech was too short. So let me start by congratulating, first of all the fresh graduates of 2019. You achieved a big milestone, and I hope you are taking time to be present in the moment and enjoy it. Let me also make a confession. As you heard, I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, but never have I been to a graduating ceremony for many reasons. And so this is a special ceremony for me because this is my first graduating ceremony. As surreal and wonderful as it is for me to be receiving the Doctor of Science, I would be remiss if I don't acknowledge and share this honor with my family members who are sitting in the audience up there and my fellow colleagues from all state Northern Ireland. We have some of the best, world's best, most talented, hard-working people here in all-state Northern Ireland. We've been in Northern Ireland for 20 years this year, actually, and I want to congratulate all my colleagues for this great occasion. When we first invested here, we knew that our faith in Northern Ireland would be fully justified. We were right then, we are right now, and more. Today, as I stand in front of you, I can honestly say Northern Ireland feels like home to me. It's a great place to build a career, have a family, fulfill your life's dreams, and that's the reason I feel the way we are here and why I am here in Ulster, Northern Ireland. It's truly an honor to be here standing in front of you and addressing this august crowd, especially because we live in uncertain times as we speak of it today. Your brand new graduate class of 2019 are stepping into a world that needs some leadership. The world needs leadership to bring people together for greater good of society and humanity. While I have no interest in politics, I am very interested in how our political system works for the greater good of society, people, and more importantly, our businesses. From the vantage point of 2019, I think it's fair to say politically, things could be better. The lack of an assembly at Stormont has done business, and by extension the economy, no favors, as it adds to the economic uncertainty in the region. This is further complicated by Brexit negotiations. The people in Northern Ireland really deserve much better than that. People look for stability, certainty, predictability to plan their future and their lives. Like people, businesses look for stability, certainty, and predictability in a business ecosystem. One of my strong beliefs is that businesses thrive. When businesses thrive, society thrives, and it makes progress. Business prospers in globally open markets where the playing field is even, rules of engagement are fair, and where everyone agrees to adhere to those rules. We ignore that at our own peril. When there is uncertainty in the system, the economy doesn't thrive. The risk is that large volume of talent then starts to go elsewhere to seek better opportunities. And unfortunately, that talent rarely returns back. We need to ensure that the present-day talent, and there's plenty of that available in the room here today, that you are planning to come back to work in Northern Ireland. And for those of you who are interested in pursuing other opportunities outside and widen your horizons outside of Northern Ireland, I hope that Northern Ireland is a kind of dynamic, open, and welcoming society like it is, so that you will be welcome back to return to Northern Ireland. People return to countries, join organizations for several reasons. But two of the most important reasons why people do that is for leadership and culture. Management and leadership are two different things, and often people confuse those. Management is all about organizations, objectives, business plans, budgets, and activities. Leadership, on the other hand, is all about leading people. It's helping them do extraordinary things in their life. Because leadership is so important, and leadership is all about people, it comes with great responsibilities. And they may be different than what you are thinking. As leaders, people need to believe in you, to respect you, and most importantly, be able to rely on you and be able to follow you. Only when they follow you that you can really make a difference in this world. Leadership and business culture is a subject that is close to my heart, not just the culture that creates businesses, but the culture inside those businesses that make them successful and enables our entrepreneurial spirit and allows leadership talent to grow. I would argue that corporate culture is becoming even more important as modern workplace continues to evolve. Culture is based on values. Consistent and strong values make businesses thrive and remain competitive in the world. Even at a company at the size of Allstate, we are a Fortune 100 company with more than $40 billion in revenue, 70,000 employees worldwide. And we have a culture of diversity and openness. We always listen to ideas from people, no matter what level they are. If an idea is good for business, and it doesn't matter if it came from a person who is an entry-level person or anyone sitting in senior management, they are all treated equally and given the opportunity to succeed. In my life, as in everyone's life, I have had a number of turning points. It started when I first moved to the United States from India to do graduate work. To make ends meet as a poor student, I had to do many different jobs, from being a teaching assistant for undergraduate engineering students to working as a janitor in student dorms, cleaning rooms, and making beds. I can almost challenge all of you fresh graduates that I can make a bed faster than you can. And that experience actually convinced me that there was things that you can learn from every work that you do. One of the things that I learned was hard work. Hardworking people are always lucky. And it is okay to take risk in life as long as you understand the implications of that risk. And most importantly, you're never too important to clean up and make your own bed. From that time on, I had number of jobs and life changes. I got married, had a family. I worked in consulting. I had different jobs, sales, marketing, operations, technology, you name it. I co-founded a company, worked at a startup. I've also worked for Fortune 100 companies. There's one thing I've discovered in my experience, that all work has value, and no matter how big your career grows, how high you rise, how much money you make, it all comes down to your character, and the type of person you are. For all the graduates in the class of 2019, as you step into the workforce to gain knowledge, the question you have to ask are, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. How bold am I going to be in my life? To meet my bigger ambitions, how humble and small am I willing to be? This will define your character. I share with you my 6 principles of character that I have learned that have influenced me in my life so far. First and most important is be humble. There's nothing in life that stays with you forever. The only thing you will have is your good name and the work you have done and what you leave behind. Number 2, true self-confidence. Your self-confidence should not be confused, or it should not come across as arrogance, because they are not the same thing, and there's a fine line between self-confidence and arrogance. There are things that I don't know, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Never be afraid to say, I'm wrong. You don't always have to be right, but you must always do the right thing. Number 3, balance of perspectives. There is much emphasis in the business world today about diversity. There is a good reason for that. It's because opinions without multiple perspectives are dangerous. That's where the value is always in seeking to understand others before being understood. Listen more than you speak. Remember, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use it proportionately. Be a perpetual student and be a constant learner. Try to learn something every day. You have just finished your years of study, but your journey towards gaining knowledge is just beginning. A moment ago, I mentioned family support. In my life journey so far, I've been blessed and have been very fortunate to have my parents, especially my dad, as my guide. I also have been fortunate to have, for 30 years, a fantastic life partner and my wife, who is my sounding board. She's sitting up there in the audience. Thank you, dear. If you're lucky enough to find a life partner in life to help you paddle the canoe, it's much easier than trying to do it all by yourself. In fact, a short story. My wife at the time, about 30 years ago, was my girlfriend, and I had just got my first job. I had only $500 in my bank. I was looking to buy a car so I could go back and forth to work. And there was no bank who would give me a loan for $500 in my bank account. So I turned to my girlfriend, who was financially better off than I was at the time, to ask her for some money. And she was kind enough to loan me some money, but I have to tell you, she was worried that I would run away with her money, actually. But I did better than that. I married her. So in times, the reason I say this is the great thing about family, it reminds you who you are. And that brings me to principle number 6. No matter what your career you follow, no matter where you go, no matter how important a person you think you have become, never forget where you came from or the people and the places that made you. Remember where you came from is a reminder that enduring happiness can be found in simple things. It's important to find it in here and now. Don't wait for some magical moment in the future. Look for it in the job well done. Look for it in your relationships with people around you in this room and around in your life. And for it, in your achievements, that you're being recognized by this university today. Thank you for this great honor. Northern Ireland is an amazing place. Keep it that way. My company and I are always wanting this one principle and value that we follow, and that is we leave things better than we find them. That's what you have to do. And as Mahatma Gandhi said, the future depends on what you do today. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. I wish you every success in your life and your career. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. I'd now like to call upon James Gibson, a new graduate at the Ulster University Business School, to propose a vote of thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, academic staff, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. I'm privileged and honoured to speak to you today on behalf of those graduating. In the words of perhaps one of the most underappreciated entrepreneurs of our time, if you put the effort in, you get what you want. These, of course, are the words of the brilliant Kimberly Kardashian. And she's right. Every single graduate in this room has put in the effort to make it here today, and for that we should all be proud. Looking back over the past 4 years, it's hard to pinpoint the highlights. I could argue it's some people we've met and the amazing friends that we've made, or the outstanding academic and support staff that have helped us grow. But I think it's best to state that, in fact, the highlight was just being a part of Ulster University. My degree in International Hospitality Management has presented so many opportunities for me personally. From an international placement in New York City to organising a charitable drag queen bingo with a close-knit course team, raising hundreds of pounds for charities close to our heart. But perhaps the fondest memories lay in the little things, such as hiding in a walk-in freezer to get out of doing prep in the academy kitchen. To our amazing deans, lecturers and support staff, I extend a sincere thank you from us all. Never have I met a team of people who will go as far and beyond to help their charges. The knowledge and skills that they've been able to pass down to their students is astounding and truly equip us for the world of work that we're about to enter. Over the last 4 years, they have brought their lectures to life through industry visits and guest speakers. But we all know that they don't stop once the class is ended. I can say with complete confidence that these wonderful people truly care for us as students and will continue to support and celebrate our achievements as we become industry professionals. I am happy to say that today will mark the transition from a student-teacher relationship to ones of friends and colleagues. So please join me in giving a round of applause to our wonderful deans, lecturers and support staff. To our family, friends and partners who join us here today to celebrate our achievements, I also thank you. You have all been there to support us through the ups and downs and tears and tantrums of the last 4 years, and have encouraged us to achieve our very best. I know that without my family and friends, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish what I have today, and I'm sure that feeling is echoed throughout my fellow graduates. A final vote of thanks is to you, my fellow graduates. With you I share this memorable day, and also share wonderful memories of the last 4 years. We've made friends that we will keep for life, and today we can celebrate our achievements together. As we look forward to the future, I am confident of the skills that I have gained at Ulster University. Already I have been offered multiple management positions, both locally and abroad, and know that many of my fellow graduates will be making the move further afield to showcase what we've learned over the last 4 years at Ulster University. One thing I know we all agree on is that we will continue to hold Ulster University deep in our hearts. Now to close out in the words of maybe one of the fiercest fictional characters, Miss Elle Woods of Legally Blonde. Congratulations, class of 2019. We did it. Thank you.
I don't know whether I should admit that's one of my favourite films. Anyway, we're coming to the end of the graduation ceremony, and we're trying to bring the ceremonies into the 21st century. So if you could all remain seated, the platform are going to stand up and turn, and we're going to try and get a selfie with the entire student population. So if you just bear with us. So if I'm right, you've just clapped because I said stand up and they stood up and then they sat down again. Anyway. We have reached the end. And what I'd like to do is take this last opportunity, if you could just raise the roof to say thank you to your family and friends and to congratulate the graduates on an amazing achievement. I declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join the academic procession.